Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Houston Astros potentially trading for Justin Verlander. This is the third time this could happen. I would say I doubt this happens, but I just want to talk about it because there was a Bleacher Report alert. It was Bleacher Report covered it, but it was MLB Network that first shared the news that Justin Verlander is available in trade talks. And after the San Francisco Giants have moved Tyler Rogers, they're potentially looking to be sellers, and Verlander's the guy that they would be looking to move, and they're going to work with Verlander. And he does have a no-trade clause, which makes me think there's even a better chance he could end up in Houston. If he has a no-trade clause, he decides where he goes. The Astros, there was a report this morning that the Astros' priority is starting pitching. I think this could be a cheaper option for the Astros is Justin Verlander. I don't think it's their best option, but I think it could be one of their cheapest options. We've seen two trades for Justin Verlander. I think the first trade, the Astros did the fleeching, and the second trade, the Astros got fleeched. The first trade was absolutely amazing. Justin Verlander helped the Astros win two World Series, really, in 2017 and 2022. I think he made his most impact in 2017 compared to 2022. I'm not saying he was bad in 2022, but made his better impact in 2017. But then the Astros decided to trade for him again in 2023 after he left for the Mets, and it came at a heavy price. Look, Verlander was solid when he went back to the Astros and was okay in the playoffs that year. I don't think he was bad then, but he was bad the next year. The next year in 2024, he was injured and had one of his worst years of his career. So, and it just wasn't worth it because the Astros gave up two of their top four prospects, and Drew Gilbert, who the Mets just moved today to help get them Tyler Rogers, who's a big piece for their bullpen, and then also Ryan Clifford, a guy who's doing well in the minor leagues. So, it definitely came at a heavy price for the Astros to get Verlander, and it wasn't a positive trade for them. And I think maybe some fans might be worried that if the Astros trade for Justin Verlander, it's going to come at that heavy price again. Like, anybody worried Bryce Matthews or whatever, some of the top prospects you would think of, Jacob Melton, Bryce Matthews, some of those guys for the Astros, Walker Janik, those guys aren't going to be talked about like they were last time. Let's go over the fact Verlander has a 4.53 ERA. Justin had a 3.1 ERA when the Astros traded for him when he was with the Mets. Not only that, Verlander is now 2 years older, and also Verlander is on an expiring contract right now. Verlander had another year left on his deal when the Astros traded for him the first time. So his ERA has jumped up by 1.5 compared to the last time the Astros traded for him. And we also know he's 2 years older, and he is an expiring deal, which is something he wasn't the Astros when the Astros last traded for him. Also, honestly, I would say that I think maybe you could say the Astros minor league system right now. I honestly think the Astros farm system, I'm not saying it's great. It is one of the worst in baseball, but I think their farm system is actually better now than it was in 2023 when the Astros traded for Verlander. But that I think I'll actually credit that to Dana Brown, because Dana Brown does a great job of drafting. I wouldn't mind Verlander coming in. Look, he's not been great at a 4.53 ERA, but at the same time, that still does well as the third best pitcher on this team. That's better than some of the guys. It doesn't look like Brandon Walter. That's not better than Brandon Walter, but it doesn't look like Brandon Walter is returning anytime soon. But look at all the. It's not better than Justin. Sorry, it's not better than Fromber, Hunter, of course. But honestly, I think Verlander, even though the win-loss record isn't there, he's had a lot of unluck. The ERA and some of the stats, I think. At times, I think Verlander, you could say, has been better. Is a better option than starting. I think is a better option in the starting rotation than Jason Alexander, or a better option in the starting rotation than Ryan Gusto or Lance McCullers Jr. is what I would say. But is he the ideal trade target for the Astros? Probably not. But I think he is one of the cheaper options. He's definitely cheaper than Dylan Cease, who has a 4.79 ERA this year. So he's a cheaper option than Dylan Cease. He has a better ERA than Dylan Cease. I would rather have Verlander than Dylan Cease, I'm not saying Verlander's better, but Dylan Cease is going to cost a lot more. Like, Dylan Cease is going to cost Jacob Melton and a couple other prospects. I don't think the Verlander price is going to be that expensive at all. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts on the Astros potentially trading for Justin Verlander. As far as I know, there have not been any reports about the Astros being interested in Verlander, but there was a report about the Giants being interested in trading Verlander, which just, that opens up my mind. Let me know your thoughts on the potential trade for the Astros in the comment section, and peace out.